Hey saxophone players, it's Mr. Walls with another video lesson for you. It's time to turn the page on page 13 and look ahead. And that's what we're doing today. We're looking at page 14. We're learning about some very important things here on page 14 and learning some really fun songs to play as well. At the top of page 14 we see the tan box with the word tie. And a tie is a curved line that connects two notes that are the same pitch, and it combines their values. So in the example in the tan box, they tie two quarter notes together. Well, if I take two one-beat notes and tie them together, I have a two-beat note, which feels just like a half note, right? Yeah. Okay, so this is the way that we're going to learn how to use a tie is not really the way that you're going to see them used, but you'll figure that out real quickly as we go. So let's look at exercise 59, fit to be tied. And I'm going to adjust my camera so that you can see my fingers as I'm playing. And we're looking at exercise 59 and noticing that it begins with a D. And then it goes to two tied quarter note C's, which is going to be a two-beat note, obviously. And then we drop down to a G. We go right up the scale to an A, and then a B, and then a C, and then a D. I'm going to adjust this a little bit. All right, well, let's play. Let's start with our D going to the C. Now, if you're not warmed up, pause this video and play Hard Rock Blues and Frere Jacques. Get yourself warmed up so that your reed is working good for you so that you have lots of success as we play together here. Here we go with exercise 59, fit to be tied. All notes at the beginning are two-beat notes. 1, 2, half note D. Let's do that again. Here we go. We begin with a half note D to a C to a G. 1, 2, ready, go. Good. That's pretty straightforward and easy, isn't it? Let's continue in this exercise. We're on a two-beat E, two tied E's, and then we play two D's, right? We tongue two quarter note D's. We play a two-beat C, tongue two A's, two-beat B, half note A, two-beat G. Here we go with a two-beat E in the middle of the song. 1, 2, ready, play. Let's do that again. Two-beat E and then two D's. 1, 2, ready. All right, so that's fit to be tied, a pretty easy little exercise. Here's what we want to play. We want to play the next song called Alouette, a French-Canadian folk song. Let me play this for you really quick. Don't try and play along with me. I just want you to hear what this song is. You recognize that melody, don't you? Sure. All right, so let's look here at exercise 60, and we can see that we begin with a three-beat C, a half note C tied to a quarter note makes a three-beat note. We go then to the D. We are only playing one C at the beginning of the song. Don't repeat that quarter note C. One C for three beats and then to the D. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. right, let's do that again. 3-beat C, ready. And now let's continue. At the next measure, we have 4 quarter notes. D, C, D, E. Ready? Let's play those 4 notes. D, C, D, E. Make sure that your thumb is coming off the register key when you go for your C, and then of course it goes right back down to return to the D. D, C, D, E. 1, 2, ready, play. Do that again. D, C, D, E. Half note C. Well, I called it a half note. It's a 2-beat C and then a 2-beat G. They don't look like half notes, do they? Let's finish the song out. The next 3 measures are the exact same thing that we just played. Here we go. 3-beat C. We're at the breath mark. 1, 2, ready. All right, so that's Alouette. Look at the next tan box. This is the way you're supposed to show a note that's worth 3 beats. This is a dotted half note. It's a half note with a dot. What does a dot do to a note? It adds half of the note's value to itself. The dot adds half the note's value to itself. So a half note is worth 2 beats. Half of 2 is 1. So the dot adds half of 2 to 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So we're looking at song 61, Alouette, the sequel. It's the same thing as what we just played, only it's written more correctly, except in the second measure where they decide to show you 2 quarter note E's tied together, just for the heck of it, I guess. That really should be a half note, shouldn't it? Yeah, we know that. Okay, so here's song 61, Alouette, the sequel. 3-beat C, going to D, and then right to E. 1, 2, ready. Obviously that measure that has 4 quarter notes, the D, C, D, E, going to a C in the next measure. That's the place where you really want to focus in and make sure that you're understanding those notes and the fingerings, obviously. Boy, if you can read your notes accurately and you know what notes to finger and your tonguing is good, you're a really good saxophone player. Your tone quality will be good. It'll get great. Song number 62, Camptown Races by the American composer Stephen Collins Foster. Go ahead and read that history box to yourself. It's very interesting. One of his most famous melodies, Camptown Races, is next. Let's say the rhythm for Camptown Races using ta and ti-ti. Here we go. Ta, ta, ti-ti, ta, 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 ta. Here's the breath mark. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta, 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 ti, ti, ta, ta, ta. All right. Hey, this is a really fun song to play. It's got some cool rhythms to it and falls to the fingers pretty nicely. Let's just look at the first measure. D, D, B, B, D. 1, 2, ready, go. Do that again. Make sure you tongue that rhythm. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Make your fingers follow what you tongue. Ready? The next measure, E, D, B. 1, 2, and play. Do that again. E, D, B. Ready? And I hope you notice how strongly I move my fingers on my keys. The more muscle you use in those fingers, the more likely you are to remember these different little patterns of notes. Let's put those two measures together. D, D, B, B, D, E, D, B. Beginning. Here we go and play. Obviously, I went into that next two measures, very easy. B, A for 3 beats, B, A for 3 beats, and then we continue. Next two measures, just like the first two measures. D, D, B, B, D, E, D, B. And 1, 2, tongue as you go. Next two measures, A, B, A, G. Here we go. Do that again, last two measures, A, ready? There's a repeat sign on this song, isn't there? Let's play it twice. We're going to play it once, and we're going to repeat. Here we go, Camptown Races. Concentrate on rhythm. Make your fingers follow the rhythm that you are reading and tonguing. 1, 2, ready? Again, beginning. All right, good job. So, bring the camera up and talk to you face to face. Great melody to play, Camptown Races and Alouette. Two very important melodies to learn on your saxophone. We have one more song that we're going to look at in this video, and it's very important because it teaches us a new note, and it's a really cool melody. This is the one that I call the Pocahontas song, because it reminds me of Colors of the Wind from the Pocahontas movie. It's really pretty. It takes us down to a low D. Well, what's the difference between the D that we know and our low D? The thumb on the register key. The thumb on the register key we automatically use on D and higher when we're on that fourth line, right? But down low when we're playing G and F and E and low D, we do not use the thumb on the register key. We know that. We just have to remember that, okay? So when you start fingering these Ds in this song, keep your thumb away from that register key. In fact, we don't use the register key at all in this song. The thumb gets a break, okay? So this is new directions, and we start with a G. We go to an E, then here's our low D, and they even mark that for you in the book, don't they? And then we go back to E. So finger that with me. G, E, D, and E. Not super difficult, right? Okay. So let's play this. Here's our first 4 notes, 2 measures, starting on your G. 1, 2, ready? pretty melody, isn't it? Let's do that again. 1, 2, G, then E. Notice how I keep my air blowing. I'm not stopping my airflow in between these notes. I tongue the next note and go right to it. That's what you want to do too. Look at your next couple of measures where we have the quarter note, eighth note. We have B, B, A, G, E, D, right? Do that with me. Name the notes. B, B, A, G, E, D. Let's play that. It's real pretty. Tongue your notes. 1, 2, ready. And we take a breath and we play another D, right? Let's do that again from the same place. B, B, A, G. 1, 2, ready. So at that breath mark, we repeat the D, and then it's just like the beginning again. We go to the G, an E, a D, and an E, and now we're at the last two measures of the song. Well, we know that the last two measures is generally the ending, right? And it's going to be different. Here it is. Here's your ending. B, B, C, A, D, G. It's kind of tricky. B, B, C, A, D, G. 1, 2, ready, play. Again. It's a really pretty song, isn't it? Let's play it from the very beginning without stopping. 1, 2, ready. That's New Directions. A really pretty song. 3 songs here that your parents, your grandparents, your buddies, your friends would love to hear you play. Okay? So get on them. You can sound at least as good as I sound on the saxophone, especially as a 6th grader, right? Make sure you have a good reed on your mouthpiece. If you need a fresh reed, go to your local music store or bring money to school to me, of course, and I can sell you a reed. Take good care of them so they'll last. Wash your mouthpiece with soap and water. You can rinse the neck of your saxophone out with clear, fresh water as well, okay? But obviously don't run water through the body of your saxophone or you're gonna ruin it. We don't want that to happen. So keep that neck and mouthpiece fresh. You can wash a reed with soap and water too. Even if it's still good, hit it with some water, soak it before you play. Try doing that, or clean it before you play, and then the reed will be nice and soft and pliable and ready for you. All right, guys, keep up the good work and keep your eyes open for more video lessons as I post them. Bye-bye.